Hi everyone. I was guided to get on here. I was actually inspired to get on here and do a smudging video because I was gifted a beautiful sage bundle this past weekend from a dear friend. And before I started burning it for myself, I said, wouldn't this be perfect to do a smudging video with? And I love the energy of receiving gifts too. And just the beauty of it, and it all matters because energy, as we know, is everything. Okay, energy never goes away, energy never dies, it just gets transformed. Okay, so this is the bundle and it's absolutely beautiful. It's let me back up here a little. So it's white sage and it has beautiful little rosebuds on it. And I just love it so much. I really, really do. It's such a wonderful thing and a wonderful way to connect with the earth, okay, with the earth energy. So I'll sit here and talk forever, so I'll try to get right to it. A lot of people ask me about smudging, okay? I used to offer the class in person, but it's so hard to burn all of those things, all of those beautiful smudges in a commercial building because it's easy to set off the alarm, as a lot of us already know, right? So I decided just to make some videos on it, and with this video I'll be doing white sage. I'll be doing actually 3 of my go-to favorites, okay? So if you've taken classes with me or had appointments with me, you'll know, okay? You'll know the favorites before I even say them. So we've got the white sage, as I mentioned. And I also love working with a root called Osha root. Very, very powerful. And I'll talk more about that when I get to it. Okay. And also Palo Santo. Palo Santo is a wonderful, wonderful smell and vibration. All right. So the smells, they'll resonate with you or not. You know, and a lot of people don't like white sage either because they say it smells like something else, right? Especially when they're using it in their place of business or in their homes. And that's another thing too I want to mention, and I'm going to do another video on this as well too, is if you don't like burning things and you don't like having that element of smoke, I happen to like it, we can do a smudge spray. Okay, so it's the same properties, it does the same thing, but it's just in spray form, okay? So like a body mist, which is really wonderful. I'm not going to do that on this video because I actually want to do a video where I'm making it with you, okay, and showing you how to do it. Or at least a basic recipe where you can add in your flavor to it, which I always say you should always make it yours. Everything that you do, you should make it yours, okay? So, first we're going to start with the white sage. And if you come to me for any type of healing session, Reiki, IET, or my personal blended healing session, or even readings, classes, I'll always do the smudging. We always start off with smudging. And what smudging is clearing the energy of the room, all right? Because as we said, everything is energy. And we're collecting energy all throughout the day. So it's really important if you can get into the habit of doing the smudging daily, okay? It makes a huge difference in your life, and especially if you're sensitive, especially if you're an empath, you're going to feel a huge difference. It's a game changer, okay? So the thing with smudging is I really suggest that you try out a few different ones, all right? White sage is super powerful, yes, and popular. A lot of people know about it, so that will be the first one that they go to. But it's not the only thing that you can use to clear your energy, all right? So if you're not really resonating with it, if you don't feel your vibe coming up from it, try other things and try going into shops that will allow you to try other things. I know the shop that is where I am at in Harrisville, they will they'll let you try the different smudges to see what resonates with you. So you really want to try that. Try to go into a local shop. If you can't, then get it online, you know, but it's always nice to be able to try something first, you know, and to be able to talk to somebody who knows a little bit more about it too, right? So the whole point of me doing a few different ones here, and I'm going to be offering more videos too, because I use so many things really with smudging. It's not just these three. These are my three favorites. They're my three go-tos, but I use so many different things also in my other healing techniques and practices. The thing is you want to see what resonates with you and for what, you know? For instance, like for me, white sage, it can be great for clearing, but sometimes I'll use it and I won't feel anything. I won't feel, I'm very vibrational, so I won't feel my vibe go up high when I'm using the sage at times, right? That changes. It changes from situation. So you really, it's intuitive. You really want to tune in to what's going on and feel your vibration, or just have that knowing, have that understanding that it's working for you. And if it doesn't, then you move on to something else. Now, one of my gifts are I can feel what other people are feeling. So when I'm in a group setting or doing a class, or somebody comes in for a reading or a healing session, I'll always smudge them first, like I was saying before, and I can feel if their vibration is going up or not. So if their vibration isn't going up, I'll grab something else. And I won't stop until I hit the spot, right? Until I get the right smudge for them, because it's so important for their vibration to go up, because that's telling me that their energy is clearing, okay? So your energy is clearing, you're setting the tone for working in that space and in that energetic container and environment that you want to be in, that will get you the optimum results, right? All right, so let's start with the white sage. And tune into the energy here too when I'm burning the different things, right? You may be able to feel it, you may not be able to feel it, but it's all tuning in, okay? The more you tune in, the more sensitive you get, and the more you'll be able to understand all the energy that's available within and around us, right? Which is a beautiful thing, all right? It's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing bad is going to happen from it. It's high vibrational things, right? Okay, so with lighting a sage bundle, especially a beautiful sage bundle like this, and again, I'm so blessed to have received this, it's such a wonderful gift. You could actually pull a little piece out if you wanted to, like if you didn't really want to ruin it, but you still wanted to use some of it. I'll show you too. Tiny, tiny, tiny piece, right? And you get a ton of smoke from it. Hopefully you can see that. Look at all the smoke you get from that. Wow, and that really resonated with my vibration, just went up tremendously from that. Okay, so like I said, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So if I were getting ready to do a class or a healing session or something like that, and I had to use this and my vibration went up, I'd stop there, usually, okay, because I hit it. All right, so I'm just showing you how much smoke you can get from a little piece, and how you don't have to destroy your beautiful sage bundles. Another tip I'd like to give you with the sage bundles is, usually the looser the better. So this one is pretty loose, which is beautiful, so that's going to burn easy. When they're really, really tight, they're hard to keep going, they're hard to get lit, and that's just my experience, as is all of this information, okay? So this is another little trick I want to teach you, and you don't need to set this thing on fire and crank it, okay? Some people will just go at it. If you have at it and get this thing super lit, it's going to be really, really hard to put out, okay? And when you are putting it out, whatever you're using, I often use an abalone shell. Which has stuff in it right now. It has the little piece of sage that's still really burning there. You're going to have to put it out there, or if you're outside, you can put it out on the ground, but then you're getting it dirty and everything unless you're using something else. You can use a plate, whatever it is, just remember, use a fire safe dish. So again, you don't want to get it cranking unless you're you're clearing a lot, like you have a large area to clear and you're really going to use the whole entire thing, then fine, get it cranking. But if you want to let it last for a little while, you just want to burn a little, tiny bit, right? Look, you can see what's lit there, hopefully. It's just a tiny bit. And look at all that smoke you're getting. So now it's not going to be hard for me to put that out, right? And then it's going to last longer. And like I said, most of all, it's going to be easy to put out, all right? Especially if you have to worry about fire alarms or anything like that, okay? And it pretty much just went out on its own, okay? Tiny little space, gave me a ton of smoke, all right, which is wonderful. I also suggest when you're doing any type of smudging that you work off of a candle, because you'll find that some things are super hard. That's that little piece of sage going still there. Some things are super hard to light, right? And you will drain through your lighter, and it's kind of fun to work off of a candle anyway. And if you're using an intention candle, then you can work off the vibration of that as well, infusing that into the smudging, okay? Like I have my solar plexus candle here that I'm lighting off of, so that's working with those intentions of working with the solar plexus chakra, inviting in all the things that I want to do, my power center, where I want to go in life, who I want to be, etc., right? So what a powerful thing to infuse with your smudging, right? So think about that. Everything matters. Like I said, everything is energy. Everything matters. Every single thing matters. So be very, very mindful of that, all right? So with smudging, a lot of people ask, am I doing it right? Intention is everything, all right? Some people will come up with cute phrases to say, I'm not really a cute phrase kind of girl, so I don't have a cute phrase to offer you, but I will tell you what I use, okay? And everything is right. What's right for you is right, okay? You don't have to do things exactly like somebody else does for it to work, all right? So again, just lighting a tiny little piece of this beautiful smudge bundle here, sage bundle. And I happen to use a crow's feather, right? And I have other feathers too. It's just I connect to animal medicine. So that's a big thing for me. So when I'm smudging, and I'm sitting in my pyramid right now, but it'll be the same thing. So imagine that the pyramid here is your room that you're smudging, okay? First you want to start with yourself, okay? So you're smudging yourself, over your head, all the way down to your feet. And then I like to turn around in the smoke and do it again, all right? Or if you have somebody that's smudging, you have them do the whole entire length of the front of you, the whole entire length of the back of you. And if you're doing that for someone else, that's how you do it, right? And then after you smudge yourself, you can light this up just a little bit more. After you smudge yourself, then you want to start with your room clearing, okay? So, starting in the corners, clearing the energy in the corners. And what I like to think and what I like to say aloud is clearing any energy that's not correct for me at this time. And again, I'm highly vibrational and I can feel the vibration, I can feel the sensation. So I'll do it until that sensation stops, okay? If you do not feel that at this time, okay, you'll either know, trust your intuition, like I said, tune in, trust your intuition of when to stop, okay? A minute, if you're not really feeling anything or you're not sure yet, it does take time to get confident with that. Or to start really pushing through and feeling the vibrations and welcoming that in and being open to receive that, just go for a minute, okay? So again, in the corners, then going along the length of the room, to the next corner. And then both the other corners. Okay. And then if you want to go into the center of the room, do the center of the room. I also like to do all of my electronics. So like my phone is doing this recording right now, so I would come up here and give the phone a good smudge. Okay. Anything you're called to smudge, smudge. When you're smudging the first time, or when you're smudging for the first time, and I'm just want to put this out because I don't want to waste it. Your house, and you should, if you're going to get into smudging, you should smudge where you live first. Not first, but you need to do it also, let's just say that. Okay, you can't just smudge yourself and then not smudge your house, and then it's not really helping that much as you want it to. So you want to go top to bottom. All right, top to bottom. That includes basement, attic if you have it. You really have to go top to bottom. In every single room you have to do just like what I demonstrated. All the corners. Smudging electronics, because electronics are, they're energetic pathways, okay? So without getting too far down that rabbit hole, you just want to go through and do everything. Some people like to have a window open. I don't always have a window open because with the smudge you're changing the energy, okay? Because remember, energy does not die, but it can be changed, okay? And you're changing it, bringing in positive blessings. So right now I was saying, while I was using the white smudge, because white smudge for me is clearing, and clearing energy, and we'll get to more of that further on in the video, but that's getting rid of any energy, or changing the energy rather, that's not right for you at this time, right? Clearing any energy that's not correct for you at this time, okay? And then, let's see if there's anything else I wanted to say about white smudge. I did take some notes in my journal. All right. Okay, yeah. So what you're really working with the white smudge is thousands of years of ceremony, communion, ritual, connection to spirit. All right, so remember, energy never dies. So if people are working with all of these energies for all of this time, guess what you're connecting to when you do that? You're connecting to all that good energy. All that good energy. All right, remember, there's nothing bad there. That's not what it's used for. So get that out of your mind if that worries you, okay? It's very cleansing, and it also reduces stress, and because it changes the ionic properties of the air, it does reduce the stress, just like the Himalayan salt lamps and all those things, and it also, it cleans the bacteria in the air. So, super cool stuff, right? Just a few points of what I wanted to bring out with the white sage. Of course, there's many, many more things that are great about it, so I suggest that you do your research. If it really hits with you, go into a shop and talk to the local shop owner, about it. I'm sure they'll have a lot to share. And post in the comments if you have any questions, right? Because I'm going to be doing more of these videos going forward, and if you have questions, post them, and I'll make them in a video where I answer your questions, okay? The thing to remember is everybody resonates with different energy, all right? So what works for you doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for somebody else, and that doesn't make it wrong. It just makes you different. It makes us all different. We're all different, and that's what makes us beautiful, right? Okay. So the next one we're using is the Osha root. Osha root. You're either going to like the smell or you're not, okay? Some people say it smells like maple syrup. Oh gosh, what else have I heard? I can't think of what else now. A very common one is maple syrup, okay? And I actually love it. I love, love, love the smell. It's very earthy. So I would say if it smells like maple syrup, it's a very earthy maple syrup. Okay? Like I said, you're either going to love it or you're not, right? Just smelling it gives you a good vibration, okay? So a little bit about the Osha root before we burn it, right? So Osha root is grown in the mountains. You'll find it in the soil. You'll find it in New Mexico, the Rocky Mountain region. Let's see. Okay, so it's working with bear medicine, okay, and it's often referred to as bear root as well, right? So Native Americans will work with this energy a lot, and you don't have to be a Native American, obviously, to use these things, right? Because you're still connecting to that energy, right? And if it resonates with you, then I'd say learn more about it, right? Maybe even look into like a shamanic practice, right? If this type of thing resonates with you. Let's see. So bear medicine is restorative, okay? It's physical power. Something just... All right, hopefully we're still connected there. Something just flashed up on my screen and I couldn't see what it was. So, yeah, so it's spiritual power and physical strength, right? So if you're finding that you want to bring that in, work with the Osha root, try the Osha root, okay? It's a powerful, powerful thing to use for smudging, because think about using that powerhouse of the bear medicine incorporated with the smudging, just like I was talking about before with lighting it with the solar plexus candle. It's all layers of intention, all right? So you're just layering up on those energies that you're using, clearing the energy. And everything is energy, right? Okay, so a lot of people will use this as actual medicine. So it's used for infections. It can be used for bronchial infections like pneumonia, so on and so forth. And I'm not going to get too far deep into that because we're talking about smudging here. Okay, so lots of things that you can do, connecting you to your roots, right? Good stuff. So in addition to when you're smudging, like I said, when you're smudging your room, when you're smudging yourself, go all the way up the front and down the back. Do the corners of the room at the very least. Do your whole entire house mandatory for the first time. You can also tap into the directions, right? So you want to do north, south, east, west. You want to do above, you want to do below, and you want to do within. Okay, that's getting a little more deeper into it. So remember I said at the very least, you want to do the corners of your room and yourself, of course. And then if you want to take it the next step, north, south, east, west, above, below, as above, so below, and within, okay? So just having fun with it, make it yours. Don't get too analytical and think you're doing something wrong. Everything is intention. Everything is energy, right? Okay, so let's light up the Osha. So the reason I would go to the Osha is if the white sage wasn't doing it for me. If I felt like I need extra power in cleansing, okay, which those of us who work with energy often do, has such a high vibration and super, super, super powerful. Okay. I'd also go to the Osha if someone in one of my classes or healing sessions or readings were not resonating with the white sage. Okay, so this is in order of how I would use it, right? Now, if I was standing up, I'd be able to demonstrate that a little bit better. My intentions were saging all the way down the front and all the way down the back. Okay. So again, Osha root. I would really suggest, even if the white sage resonates with you, try some Osha root. Okay, it's really, really powerful. It's amazing. And who can't use a little bit of strength, spiritual and physical power, right? With the bear medicine. You'll also see, and I do this all the time too, so if you come to me, you'll see it. You can even hang this up, just hanging this up has protective properties, as do all the smudges really. Okay, so white sage does as well as other properties. The Osha, you could make a little like a little talisman with it and hang it up in your space for protection. There's so many things you can do for clearing energy, right? And the Osha is amazing. So if you do try it or you love it, post in the comments, okay? Because I really want to hear about it. Okay. And you will get dirty from smudging. All right, but that's part of the fun of it, right? Okay. So anything else I wanted to say about Osha? Nope, so that's it. So just some basic stuff, right? And like I said, if it resonates with you, look it up, do some research. You can never do enough, right? Okay, so one that I also gravitate towards is the Palo Santo, right? So Palo Santo I tend to use when I want my vibration to go up high, okay? Or after I've done a serious cleansing with the white sage, excuse me, and the Osha root. Some people will like to use cedar, and we're going to get to so many other things too in other videos as I'm guided to offer them. But today was the white sage, the Osha, and the Palo Santo, right? So the Palo Santo I'll use to bring up my vibration. So I'll tend to go to that after I've cleared the space, right? So you've cleared the space, you've neutralized that energy, and now you're bringing in higher energy. So Palo Santo smells amazing. Again, you'll either like it or you won't, right? So go in and try it. Try it in a shop. Palo Santo is actually holy wood, okay? It's from trees that are in Central and South America, right? And it's harvested only from fallen branches, okay? And it's believed that the properties come alive after the branches have fallen. All right, and again, so much more information is out there on this, but I just wanted to give you some basics, okay? So, Palo Santo is something that I use when I work with the angelic realm, okay? And that's with the IET, Integrated Energy Therapy, energy sessions that I give, or even with any of my classes, right? Or reading sessions that I feel just drawn to. I'll just be intuitively guided to what I need to use at that time. Or when I'm smudging somebody when they come in, if they're not resonating with the white sage, if they're not resonating with the Osha root, then I go to Palo Santo and they'll usually resonate with this one, okay? So, lighting it up. And again, this is another one you could just have around, and it's bringing those cleansing energies in. I happen to like the smoke. I like the smoke, you know, so you either like it or you don't. And like I said, I'll do another video if people are interested. Post in the comments if you are, on making liquid smudge sprays with all of these, or tell me what one you're interested in, okay? Then you can make your own, or you can even go to a shop and buy them, okay? So Palo Santo for me has such a high vibration, right? So again, doing the same thing, smudging yourself top to bottom, going to all the corners of your room. So, and with any of these, okay, you can use it for clearing. So remember, clearing any energies that are not correct for me at this time, okay? And if you're really connecting to one like I do with the Palo Santo, bringing in, then you're going to want to bring in those energies that you're working with. Bringing in higher energies of the greatest good, high vibrations, protective energies, and letting that come in and fill up your space, okay? Fill up your being. Remember, you can do your room, you can do yourself, and then you can do the quarters, right? North, south, east, west, as well as above, and below and within. Okay? Don't forget to smudge your electronics, especially if you're on social media a lot, because we all know what that brings, right? All right, so fun stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you like the video, and let me know what you're interested in learning more about, okay? And also let me know about the smudge sprays, which ones you want to make with me. I'll do the video with you, a tutorial, okay? All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and can't wait to hear from you. Okay, bye.